Well, for more on Dick Cheney's funeral, I want to bring in Weijia Jiang. She's at the National Cathedral in Washington, D.C., where the funeral will be held. Weijia, good morning. What, and I guess more importantly, who can we expect to see today?
Good morning, Michael, and good morning to everybody. Well, more than 1,000 people are expected to come here to the National Cathedral to pay tribute to former Vice President Dick Cheney and his decades of public service, including former President George W. Bush, who, of course, was commander-in-chief when Cheney was vice president. He will deliver remarks, and so will Cheney's daughter, former U.S. Congresswoman Liz Cheney. Also in attendance, all the living former vice presidents, including Dan Quayle and Mike Pence, President Joe Biden, and former Vice President Kamala Harris. But, Michael, what's also notable is some absences, chief among them President Trump and Vice President J.D. Vance. A senior White House official tells CBS News that they were not invited to come here. And, of course, we know that Trump and Cheney had a very tense relationship over the years. In fact, in 2024, Cheney, a lifelong conservative, I should say, voted for Democrat Harris and warned the country that Trump was the greatest threat to the republic. And of course, President Trump has had plenty of words for Cheney as well. Now, Cheney was a powerful and polarizing figure, Michael, and he is known as probably the most powerful former vice president ever in America. So this will be a time for the country to reflect and to remember all of his work, not only as a vice president, but he also served as a Secretary of Defense, as a chief of staff to President Gerald Ford, and 10 years in Congress. Michael?
All right, Weijia Jiang in Washington, thank you.